Okay, you guys, I not as exciting about this one as last week, but I still think it's really good because I found one that you don't see as often. Um, I mean, we're gonna be seeing a lot of free plus ship offers and everything like that. So, just
Right.
wanted to see if I could find one that not a lot of people are running, but we also run something similar to this. So figured we could dig into that. Let me figure out each week. I have to figure out how to share my screen. Okay. So this is a company called The Good Patch. Originally found them, like my sister had tried them out. She found them on an ad and she told me about them. When she told me about them, I was just like, oh, I don't love any of their ads or any of their offers. But I just kind of keep an eye on things that I've seen before to be like, oh, like what are they doing differently? What do they have going on? So I think the specific one I saw come through was just kidding. I don't know which one I saw. Okay. I think it was this one or a variation of it, but they have a 50% off. So this one says this is not a drill, revive, period, and the limited edition rescue patches are 50% off until we sell out. Last call. So hop in here, and then this takes us to their clearance page, which it's very unassuming in the fact that their ad is just letting you know that they have a clearance, and then this takes us to the clearance page. So it just lets us know, all of their products that they have on clearance. However, we have found that something like this works really well, especially on Google. And so I do not know a lot about Google, and I actually Googled it to see if they are, like, currently running shopping ads to it or anything. They do have, where are we? They do have some, sponsored results, so they must be doing their stuff on Amazon and Ulta instead of running it straight to their website. But one of the things that we have found is because a lot of people overlook Google Ads in the way that they're like, "Oh, like, meta ads, like you can get those up and running and see your results really quickly, but we found that like Google works really well for that entire ecosystem. And sometimes like when you're setting up Google ads, it's like, okay, well, what do I you can't really set up the offers the same way that you can on Meta. But we have found that stuff like this that works really well for like a deals page, a clearance page, or if you have stuff that are swapping out. We currently have two clients that one that we're almost there, it's almost ready, and the other one that we run Google Ads to these things, and the great thing about it is you can turn it evergreen, where you're constantly running the Google ads or even Meta ads, because that's what they're doing here, and we've done it before, to this page. And then because it's like your clearance or your sales page, you can swap those for products that you have a lot of stock on and you want to get rid of. So the one client that we have that has the deals page just had a lot of, I mean, it's costing them to be able to hold all this inventory. And so we put four products on that page with better prices than you can get. The deals page, when we run something like this one here, like if I were to go to thegoodpatch.com, I'd still be able to find that deals page. Our deals pages are like a funnel where you're not going to be able to see. Let's see if we can find it. No. Well, maybe we're not going to be able to find it. You guys, this is very exciting. Okay, what was it called? The period one? Oh, let me spell it right. Okay, so they have theirs also. Like you can search for the product and it shows that pricing, but you can't search for the clearance page, which is what we've done when we do our ads for like a clearance type page is we don't have it populating on the store, but then that way you can kind of swap out whatever products you have overstock of, whatever products you want to get rid of, or like do a deep discount on. One of the things that I thought also was really interesting about this is when I looked at it, there were 3 different products on here, and I looked at it just yesterday. So they're constantly going through and updating the items that they want to reduce and put on clearance. But if you come back into all of their best sellers, some of them are on sale. Where was oh, it was like the bundle up and save. They do, like, regularly have sales, but these ones, because they're, like, a different discount, these are, like, 19, 20%, 17%, these wouldn't qualify to be put on that collections page. So you can really kind of hone it down to, like, whatever discount you want and whatever product you need to offload. All of theirs are 50%, but we've ran ones that it's, like, based on a dollar amount up to $150 off, or depending on the product having a different percentage. So sometimes it'll be, 26% off of this guy, but 75% off of that guy. So Eric, if you want to share your screen and kind of like go through if you got any emails, otherwise let me figure out how to stop sharing, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, there we go.
Use
Show
my
us what
computer this week.
every week it's like what can your computer do to drive you a little more crazy?
Yep.
At least this week it hasn't kicked you out just yet.
I
So
know, right? Like,
we'll take it.
not kicking me out, but it's also not letting me share the screen. It's not letting me even give me the option this time to steal it. Oh, never mind. Let's do this now. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Moving my head as a test. See. All right, cool. I might be in it. All right, sweet. So theirs was pretty short and to the point so far. I'm sure I'll get some more. I'm still getting stuff from 2 weeks ago. So that's exciting. But we got the typical welcome email once you opt in. With them, actually, I think theirs goes this way. So they do have a double opt-in, which is great for a super clean list. The bummer part is that double opt-in will often go to spam, and then you don't get it. Like, you're not going to get as many opt-ins. You'll get a lot cleaner opt-ins for sure. But you can also clean your list through some better tactics than that right there too. So got that, opted in, got their discount, their 15% off discount of outside of the clearance offer. Then I opted in to their text messages. You can see that there. Got one immediately to opt to that is also a double opt-in, but you're always going to get that with SMS, and then a separate SMS 15% off there as well. And then I got their abandoned. So typical, to the point. The product up top, and right there, it does have um, the clearance price in there. CTA is right where we would want it to be, but then they put in a little social proof about some of their products in there too. But then my favorite thing about any email is always going to be an anchor CTA down there that gives you an opportunity to read all the fun stuff if you decide to do that, but then get to the point that we want them to get to at the bottom of the email. So any email you do, my thing is always have that anchor CTA, and really it can always just match whatever the top one is. Like, having multiple CTAs, unless we're trying to send to multiple things, isn't really, in my opinion, going to do it isn't as effective. Then the really fun part, probably because it's clearance and not necessarily a sale, but my welcome code worked for to take a discount off the clearance price.
Oh,
So yeah,
that
so I
is
was
cool.
excited. Yes. What's that?
More than likely, they set it up as a, like $8 is now the price. They probably have the $16 as the compare app price. So you don't have to use a discount to get that $8 price. So that way your welcome discount code works on top of that.
So now I can get. I even halfway considered ordering, because of it. So they almost got me drug in too.
Yeah, except for, I mean, it's 5 for where I live, it's $5 shipping, and it is what I imagine would be an envelope's worth of mail. So that part really, really did not sell me.
I'm the
I know
person
that
that will
some of
miss
you what?
I said I'm the person that will miss shipping. Like I'm back in the eBay days when you could get something for $3 and spend $75 on shipping. I'm that person.
We've all been there, we've all been there. Yeah, so for, like, some of our, clients and brands that we have, this won't work just because we don't have items that we have overstock that we need to get rid of. A lot of the times, it's like your top performers, you're running out of stock and trying to keep it in. But some of the brands that we have, this works really well because we have, like, that overstock that you can do. If you have a much smaller product line, this is probably not the one for you. But just thought it was interesting that we could, find something a little new, a little different. Um, just at this point, we got some time left. Do you guys have any questions about offers you're putting together, emails that you're putting together, any of that?
Eric, what are you using to actually create the more graphical emails?
So I am not a designer. I do design. I will say that. I am one of the people that I can't use Adobe anything. But I am really good with Figma,
Figma.
which
Okay.
is in my opinion, the gold standard for email design. Anyways, might not be for everything, but can't like people or guru like you don't have to be a guru with Canva. People do great things with Canva. I know that's kind of our go-to. And then just recently, I think like a week ago, they just launched a lot of new features that are included in um, um, your Canva account. I don't think it's like extra things, but they just dropped a lot of really cool features that help. I think specifically with email too. A lot
Okay.
of cool
I got a
features.
Canva
So
account, so I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, Eric,
yeah,
I was
jump.
going to ask what you thought about the new Canva email.
I think it's awesome. Funny enough, I still can't wrap my head around Canva just because I'm not in it a whole lot. I know it's supposed to be like the more intuitive one, and I use it for some things. Figma's my go-to, so I get a little stuck in there. So I'm excited just to jump in and learn a little bit more about what they had to offer. But I saw that roll out, and I was dropping in our chat. I got really excited about it.
Yeah, I played with
Awesome.
it a little bit. It's what you get used to, right? I mean, you're a Figma guy, you're used to it or whatever. I think that over time, it's certainly going to evolve and get much better. But it was definitely nice that they've got a lot of the sections already built in, just a lot of the features that you would expect to have that you don't have to just create with shapes and stuff.
Yeah.
From their native plugins and stuff.
That's pretty cool. So,
So
chat, is it
maybe it'd
just
be
templates?
be worth looking at that.
Do they just have email templates available now, or is it a whole new?
It's a whole you can use their templates or you can build from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in their they're calling it Canva Business now. It's like in their little apps box over on the left-hand side.
Okay. Yeah, I was in Canva earlier, just editing a video for an ad real quick and putting some music in with it, but I haven't noticed the difference, so I'll definitely check that out.
Let me just pop in and share my screen. So when you're
Yeah.
in Canva, like, most likely you're hopping in and you're, like, coming into the homes, or it'll sometimes populate you into the projects. But if you go down here to more, and
And I'm
then
not seeing.
it'll have all these different ones that you can come in and play around with.
Okay.
So lots going on with Canva recently. In fact, they bought Affinity or partnered with, I don't know. You can get Affinity for free now with Canva, but it's just one more thing that I don't have time to figure out and learn. That's like when Eric's like he knows Figma, and I was like, I'd love to. I'd love to know Figma, but we don't got time to figure out Figma. I'll keep working in Canva if you need anything, Eric. Let me know.
Thank you.
So, yeah. But it is kinda cool when, you can now hook up I saw today you can hook up ChatGPT to Canva. So that would be interesting to see how that would go if you can connect it with some of the apps that they have inside of Canva now to see if how much you can extend, or push ChatGPT to the limits there. So, what is everybody's offers looking like? Anything that you guys wanna chat through, or things working, things not working?
I'm just finding, and this may just be because the seed was planted by Devin's SGA video, but it's like becoming obsessively focused with one offer. Um, my thing is that I'm going through 10 different offers to like trying to figure out like which one do I really like hone in on. I've found something really interesting lately that I have a lot of, and I think I may have posted it on the on our school group, but I've got a lot of second purchasers coming back that are not signing up for a subscription, and then they're coming back for a third time, and it's like, hey, listen, my AOV is winning, right? But
Yeah.
it just has me scratching my head, like, okay, is this going to be a long term customer? Are they still kicking the tires? Like, I'm still trying to figure out what that is and how I can really mold my offer to be more of a, okay, hey, this is great. You got the first time purchase. You probably got 20% off of it because that's, my coupon
Mhm.
up front. Second time you paid full price, but, you know, are you coming back a third time and can we get you into the subscription then? So I'm trying to figure out like that flow. Um, and really, I think it falls under one offer umbrella, right? You just got to figure out
Yeah.
how to get them there.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have, like, a, rewards program for people that do one-time
So
purchases?
I am getting ready to move over likely to Loop.
Okay.
Not yeah, is it Loop? Yeah, and because I love one their customer page and everything,
Yeah.
and how it does show kind of the steps along the way to get your rewards. So I do think that that'll probably be a big win. Just kind of make that shift. But
Yeah, it just might be the nature of the audience where they're not ready to be on subscription.
yeah,
Uh, so something where we can handhold them through that, like, you're buying one time over and over again, what can we do to incentivize you to keep
yeah.
buying over and over again to extend that lifetime value out of them?
Well, and I
Uh,
wonder too how much of it has to be the so Loop again. It's a great user experience.
mhm,
Absol, hey, that was fine whenever I had $0 to put into this thing and couldn't, but they don't really to get to their customer portal is, I mean, you got to hold your tongue just right, and it's like
yeah,
if you don't, you can't find it. So um, that might have been the South coming out. I mean, if you never heard that before, but so yeah, so I think that that might be a big help as well.
yeah. I've not heard that one before, but I lived in Wisconsin for 7 years, and we picked up, a horse apiece, and I say that one all the time, and even my kids that are younger that don't remember Wisconsin, they're like, "We have no idea what that means." It's just the
Chad, I
you know,
think that was a fishing thing here in the South. If you didn't catch any fish, you weren't holding your tongue right.
Hold your tongue just right. That's right.
That's awesome.
Chad, I've had that same thing. I've had people come buy one and then they'll come back because I do offer a volume discount. So instead of
Yeah,
subscribing, they'll buy 3 or 6 and just go ahead and get either a 3 or 6 month. They'll do the 6 so they can get a discount as well as meet that free shipping threshold.
yeah.
But
So it's interesting you bring that up because that is I'm putting together kind of my post purchase flow right now, and I am going to offer that in there to say, hey, instead of just coming back for the one, here's 2 or 3,
right,
and yeah. So and
because I
two, I
don't do
don't
free
mind sending
shipping
them.
on the subscription.
Yeah, because you buy 3 bottles from me, I'll pay shipping all day long. Doesn't bother me a
Right.
bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that one cell going through like, we use OCU, and often
Mhm.
and it depends on the audience and it depends on the product, but either upselling them to 6 or 3 right away to be able to get that brings up your AOV, but also, like, stacks them up so that they're not worried about it. But, like,
Yeah,
even as a consumer, I buy, like, toothpaste tablets instead of like toothpaste. And just yesterday, like I had bought like the one bottle just to see the 1 month supply to see if it would work. Then went back and got the 3 month supply because they have the bulk discount. Last night I was like, I'm probably halfway through this bottle. I do not remember if I signed up for subscription. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so it's like one of those things where I'm like, oh yeah, like I tried it and then I got the second one at a bigger bottle and I'm like, did I do subscription? Now I've got to investigate all of that. So I think like having that email flow that
Mhm.
also like lets them know like, hey, like you're probably halfway through your supply
Yep.
of your supplement. Like this is what you need to think of moving ahead. Are we going to swap to subscription? Do you want to do a bulk order and get a little discount, etc.? So just like having that um email flows and campaigns that are like constantly
Mhm.
moving them towards the next journey because people are so forgetful. I mean, they might remember to take their supplement every day, but they're not going to remember to order it on time or all those
Right.
things. So really got to
Yeah.
help
And
guide
that's
them.
one thing that's hard for me too right now is that I do want to put out, hey, go ahead and buy that 3 bottles. But if you're one, I've got to remember to take it down because I'm coming to the end of life of my supplements.
Mhm.
I've got a new order coming. So once they hit, like, okay, yeah, great. I know the 2 year clock is ticking again, so I can certainly do that. But yeah, that's the other like piece that I've got to be mindful of too is that yes, I want to get rid of this inventory, but I don't want you to buy 3 bottles because they're going to go bad.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
or not go bad, but
Yeah. You got a
Lose
2 year shelf
effect.
life.
Yeah.
yeah.
Any other questions for Eric? I know that he's ready to answer everything. No, all good. All
I got
right,
a
you
Eric, are you
guys.
going to
curiosity question.
have an SGA? Or are you going to have a section for just kind of for all the email piece of it, the building, the psychology, all those things?
I believe we are. Devin was just mentioning. I mean, he's mentioned some things. But then yesterday we talked. He talked a little bit more about us. So you'll see my face a little bit more here and there.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool,
good.
cool, cool, cool. Chad, what, out of curiosity, what review app do you use?
Judge.me.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I saw your thing. I'm very curious. So you're building an app, and
Yeah.
I'm curious about that because that would be awesome to pull everything in. I loved what I saw right before we got on the call here.
Yeah, for Judge.me, it's working pretty good. Unfortunately, that's the one I use, so I'm unable to try and test some of the other actual review apps.
Yeah,
But once I get it fairly stable, I mean, it's working great right now for Judge.me, so I'll send you a link to just
awesome,
test it
man.
out
That would
there.
be. I love how you can pull out the hooks and all the things because
Yeah,
it's one thing
it's pretty
to
quick
drop
and
that
easy.
thing
You
into a CSV
basically
file.
you copy and paste the API within the Judge.me settings under their dashboard, and you post
Yeah,
it in your profile that you create, and it pulls in all the reviews. It gives you kind of a quick overview of what people are saying about your products. So
yeah,
pretty cool. And
I
you
love it.
can run it by product. So if you got multiple products, it grabs them all.
Yeah, sweet. I love it. Super
Very
cool idea.
awesome. All right, team. I think that was good. I
Anybody
enjoy
else?
I really enjoy hanging out with y'all on
We don't want to
Tuesdays.
hog the mic. We got all these other guys on here.
I know.
They're just lurking today, and that's all right. Maybe we can get
That's
them to
all
talk
good.
next week. All right.
Awesome.
All good.
Thanks so much, team. I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you next week.
All right, good
Sounds
seeing
cool.
y'all. See ya.
Bless. Thanks,
Bye,
Eric.
guys.
Thanks.